Hey guys, in this review, we're checking out the very unique Halo Versa 16 outdoor pizza oven. The features that make this pizza oven unique are its dual burners, rotating stone, and hinged lid. It's truly one of a kind, but all of these features mean nothing if it can't make a decent pizza. First, let's get it set up. Just a quick disclaimer, this unit was sent to me, but as always, I'm going to give you my honest opinion. So I don't know who the packaging designer is for Halo, but props to them. Their work should be studied by packaging science students everywhere, because it's crazy good. Just make sure you get all the packaging materials out of the oven or you will set it on fire. There is some assembly required with this oven, but overall not too bad, and the instructions are thankfully well written. The first thing that gets assembled are the legs, and each leg takes 4 of these beefy screws. After the legs, you attach the temperature knob, and then the motor with another 4 beefy screws. These 2 wires get plugged in, and they're clearly labeled so you can't mess it up. Next, we pop in 2D batteries for the motor and 1 AA battery for the ignition. The oven comes with an AC adapter if you don't want to use batteries. You'll notice the Halo has some nice rubber pads on the legs, and believe it or not, most pizza ovens don't, so that's a nice touch. Mine has a slight defect in one of the pads. It looks like they forgot to drill a hole, but that shouldn't affect it. That's it for this side. Now we flip it over and open it up. In this position, you can get a good look at the dual burner system. This is the open flame that cooks the top of the pizza, and below the stone you have an infrared burner. And I don't know of another oven that has a setup like this. I'm excited to see how it works. All that's left is installing the cleanout tray, then the rotating assembly, and that just fits into this socket. Then you can insert the pizza stone. Easy peasy. This oven comes with a quick connect propane hose, and that's another unique feature. Most pizza ovens are not quick connect, and this oven also comes with a connection to use a 1-pound propane canister for ultra portability. I do wish this propane hose was a tad bit longer, but it did fit using the sold separately Halo cart. Okay, let's light this thing and burn off all the manufacturing gobbledygook. And we'll also do a temperature test. You can see this thing is smoking pretty good. That's just all the leftover residue from manufacturing burning off. Okay, so the first thing I noticed is the thermometer is useless. 2 minutes in, this thing's already reading almost 700. It's just cranking. At 3 minutes in, it was already reading 900 degrees. These temp gauges never work on any pizza oven, and you really need an infrared thermometer to check the temp. I was impressed with just how fast this oven heats up. In less than 5 minutes, the oven was already at 330 degrees. In 10 minutes, it was over 500 degrees. At 15 minutes, we were in the mid 600s. 20 minutes, around 700 degrees. 25 minutes, around 730, with a dome temp close to 800. And at this point, I'd be good launching a pizza. At this point, the temperature was rising slower. At 35 minutes, we were at 760. And at this point, the oven plateaued around 760 to 780 at the stone and 800 at the dome. So Halo states on their website the oven reaches 950 degrees Fahrenheit in 12 minutes. I didn't get there, but let me know if yours does. To be fair, I have 3 other pizza ovens that claim similar temps, and none of them get that high. Okay, time to make some pizza. This is a 400-gram dough ball stretched to about 13 to 14 inches. On my first launch, I forgot to stop the stone from rotating, and I struggled a little here, plus I was using the Halo peel, which I hadn't used before, but it ended up being a clean launch. Just a little awkward. The rotating stone is very nice, just turn it off before launching. This pizza took about 2.5 minutes, and I would have liked the top a little browner, but this is a good starting point. The second pizza took about 2 minutes and 40 seconds, and I realized at this point The bottom was cooking faster than the top. Now, every pizza oven has its idiosyncrasies, and it's just a matter of learning what those are. For instance, some people claim the opposite for the Unicoda 16 and say the bottom doesn't get done before the top does. So if this happens to you, just pull the pizza when the bottom is done and raise it to the dome for a few seconds until the top gets browned. I have to do the same thing with my rock box. In between pizzas, if you have some burned flour or bits on the stone, just scrape them off with the peel and give it a good blow. This is nice because the burned bits blow off the stone and into the cleanout tray. Once I learned the characteristics of this oven, I realized that it would be a great candidate for using a pizza screen. This is a 400-gram dough ball stretched to 16 inches, and what makes this option nice is you can really load the toppings. It also makes for a super easy launch. Now, depending on the toppings I used, this method took anywhere between 3.5 to 7 minutes, and honestly, I was sold after the first pizza. It was literally a perfect New York style pizza. If you're a first-time user with a pizza oven, having a couple screens on hand is a great way to minimize risk, and with this oven, it's a perfect combination. That looks good.
That is the best pizza you've ever made.
That came out amazing. I'll leave a link in the description for the screens I use in case you want to pick some up. If you have this oven, get some screens. You won't be disappointed. Now, with that said, I do see some room for improvement. Independent burner controls would be awesome, and if not that, maybe some way to manually elevate the stone to dial in the sweet spot. I think being able to make those independent adjustments would put this oven in even more of a unique category than it already is. But all said and done, this was a successful pizza night and we had fun doing it. Cleaning the oven is super easy thanks to the hinge lid and access to the cleanout tray. Halo also has some nice accessories for this oven. This cover is durable and has a side pocket that fits a 1-pound propane canister for travel. They have a series of peels and the handle is the pizza server. I'll admit, in the heat of battle, I went back to the peel I'm most comfortable with, but these are unique and very interesting options. This cart took me a little bit to assemble, but once together, it's super nice. No cheap wheels on this thing, which is a huge plus. It has a fold-out drawer, which I thought was weird, but it does the job, and it folds down for storage and travel. So that's it for this review. We hope you enjoyed it. If you're interested in this oven, we'll leave a link in the description. God bless, and we'll see you on the next one.
The crust was very crunchy and satisfying.